The following is a commercial presentation on behalf of Vision Cruise.
Welcome to the Cruise Show. I'm Carly and this is Richard. Well, I'm guessing if you're joining us today it's because you are looking for your next cruise holiday, or perhaps you have never cruised before and you are looking for your first cruise holiday. Well, on today's show I believe we have got something for everyone because we are cruising with Royal Caribbean International. Now believe me when I say, when it comes to cruise holidays, Royal Caribbean International have thought of literally everything. Just wait until you see what activities you can be getting up to on board. Wait until you see all the wonderful food you could be trying out as well. And then there are the destinations. So make sure you're sitting comfortably because I'm pretty sure we've got your next cruise holiday waiting for you today. So get that pen handy, the paper, your telephone, maybe a cup of tea, because I think you'll be needing them all. But first of all, to tell us a little bit more about Royal Caribbean International, it's Richard.
Thank you very much indeed, Carly. Well, one of the best things about a Royal Caribbean International cruise holiday is that the destinations come to you. You can wake up to a new horizon every single day of your holiday, filled with the promise of adventure. There's no constant unpacking or case lugging required. Plus, when you're all explored out in the destination, you can always take the adventure back to the ship and explore all the facilities on there. Whether you want to rest or play, the decks really are packed with activities just waiting for you to discover, and each ship has some great entertainment and amazing food, as Carly was saying, that will leave you saying wow. Now the whole family will love a Royal Caribbean International holiday, so sit yourselves down, join us as we go on adventure with Vision Cruise and Royal Caribbean International.
Well, if you have never cruised before, this first itinerary is wonderful for first-time cruisers. It's only a week away. For most areas in the country, it's the final week of the summer school holidays. So if you're thinking of taking the children away, what a great way to holiday. And we are heading on board the Navigator of the Seas around Northern Europe. So let's join John now and take a look around.
Welcome on board Royal Caribbean's Navigator of the Seas. It's a ship that's just full of fun for all the family, with theatre shows to go to, there's swimming pools, jacuzzis, casinos, there's food everywhere, and there's even an ice skating rink, so we better get our skates on. Well, let's start as we need to go on, eh? We're in the buffet, and this is the fast food section. Over there, there's absolutely wonderful things to eat, including a carvery. And I'll tell you what as well, look over this way, you're going to love it. This is all the desserts. And I've been reliably informed there are no calories at sea. Once you've stocked up with the buffet, you should have more than enough energy to explore all the activities this ship has to offer. And believe me, you'll need it. Well, to start off with, there's this, the rock climbing wall. It's nearly 40 metres above the ocean waves. Looks a lot of fun to me. And then there's this, a Royal Caribbean favourite. It's the Flow Rider. There's 60,000 gallons of water flowing past you every single minute. It's incredible. And whether you're a pro like him or you just want to give it a go, it's a lot of fun. I think I'll give it a go. What do you mean you forgot me shorts? Well, for the young or the younger heart, they even have a mini golf course on board, which is a lot of fun. I've got to admit, golf's not really my thing. It's not. What if they have a 19th hole on board? Luckily they do. It's this, the Viking Crown Lounge. And I tell you what, with a selection of drinks like this and a view like this, I could relax here all day. And talking of relaxation, what about this? It's the Lido deck. There's the big screen there for the movies that you can watch while you're floating away, or you can just relax by one of the pools or in one of the jacuzzis. It's so good. And I think if you look hard enough, you'll find a sunbed with your name on it. Well, if the weather isn't playing ball, there's always here the Solarium, which is a great place to relax and enjoy life. It's also close to the Vitality Spa and also the fitness centre as well. Here you can have a massage, a beauty treatment, or maybe work off a few of those little calories that have snuck on board. So after a daytime of fun, it's time to get changed and get ready for a nighttime of fun. Come on. Now, whatever grade of cabin that you choose, there's some things that you're going to be really impressed with. First of all, there's the amount of storage space. There's the comfy beds, there's the wonderful bathroom. But what I particularly like about this stateroom is this. It's the balcony. There's nothing like a bit of your own space on board to relax and enjoy as you cruise into all the different destinations. And once you've spruced yourself up, it's time to go and see what other surprises the ship has to offer. This is the Royal Promenade. It's the real heartbeat of the ship. This is where you can come of an evening for a relaxing glass of something before evening meal, or maybe a cup of coffee and a cake during the day. There are 6 different bars to relax and enjoy here, including Vintages, which is a wine bar. Some good stuff on there. There's duty-free shopping, and there's even, look at this, you know, local at sea. I'll see you. Now, duty-free shopping is great for the adults, but not so great for the kids. But I know one thing that will keep them happy. But definitely not before dinner. Well, maybe just one. Talking of dinner, how about this for an evening meal venue? It's the Sapphire Restaurant. It's really true fine dining. Look at it, set over 3 different floors as well. Nearly as much for every course you're going to get, because you're not going to get 3 courses, you're going to get a 5-course evening meal. It's also open for breakfast and lunch as well. It truly is a wonderful affair. But if you don't fancy that, well, there's also the specialty dining as well. They may have a small cover charge, but they're a perfect place to enjoy a special occasion or an anniversary when you're on board. But remember, don't fill up too much, because there's still plenty more fun to be had. Here in the Starlight Lounge, you can enjoy a wealth of late-night entertainment, including bingo, live music, comedians, and even a karaoke that gets shown around the ship on a dedicated channel in all of the staterooms. But if you prefer to leave the singing to the professionals, then I've got the perfect place for you. Now, this is the rather impressive Metropolis Theatre, and as you can see, every seat's the best seat in the house, and every night there are great different West End style shows that you're just going to love, and it's all included in the price of your ticket. So let's enjoy the show. But if you want to watch something really different at sea, then one of the ice show spectaculars in Studio B is a must-see. You know, after having a look around the Navigator of the Seas, I think you'll find it's a fabulous place to have a holiday, no matter what kind of holiday you're looking for. If you've got kids, there's plenty for them to do. If you want an active holiday, you want to be climbing rock walls, or you want to be having a mini golf, or maybe going in the Flow Rider, you can do. But if you just want to relax, you can do as well. There's the wonderful food with such choice. I think it's the type of holiday that you'll love. So why not take you away on a holiday on the Navigator of the Seas?
Yeah, why not? So this is the Navigator of the Seas, heading around Northern Europe now on this particular cruise itinerary. We're going to be going away on the 26th of August this year, taking in the Northern Europe cityscapes, and it's a 7-night cruise. We're going to be departing from Southampton, and our first port of call will be Hamburg. Now, the cruise into Hamburg itself is quite beautiful. You can take a trip to Miniature Wonderland here as well, the largest model railway system in the world, which has over 930 trains here, which is really great to explore. Oslo is our next port of call here. Maybe go to the Viking Ship Museum, or this sculpture part there really is great. Then we are going to be cruising on to Zeebrugge. I did a walking tour here hosted by Jean-Pierre, which was really informative there as well. Maybe pick up some chocolates to take people back home. Then we're going to be cruising you back to Southampton after your 7 nights on board. So this is going on the 26th of August this year. Now, we can get you on board for this great price here of £735 per person. Now, that price, that's based on 2 adults sharing an inside room. We're looking here as well at the last week of the summer holidays as well. So if you do want to get away with the children, we've got some really good prices when it comes to cruising with the kids. Give us a call and we'll quote you separately on that one as well. But we're also going to include with this $100 per stateroom onboard credit, which you can use to spend however you want on board the Navigator of the Seas. Maybe it's a visit to the spa is the order of the day. Maybe you want to put it towards some excursions or your onboard bill, or have some shopping on board. It's entirely up to you. We'll give you $100 per stateroom onboard credit, and you'll get this great price here of £735 per person. If you want to get on board, all you have to do is give us a call on that number at the bottom of the screen. It's 0800 655 6449.
Well, if this does fall in the summer holidays in your area, what a wonderful way to take the children away and see these new places for them. And people often say, is cruising the right holiday for children? Yes, it is. As a parent and as someone that's worked on a cruise ship, I would say it really is a wonderful holiday because there's so many activities going on board. You've got kids clubs. They are going to be 100% entertained and having fun. So you get to do the same. You can either enjoy all the activities or just relax, because we don't do that often enough, do we? Let's have a little sail back through those details. So we're going to be sailing you out from Southampton, heading for our first port of call, Hamburg. Explore this fashionable city and discover its rich history. It's got numerous museums, great shops and restaurants, and of course, Richard mentioned it, Miniature Wonderland is a lovely day out as well. Then from there, we're off to Oslo, and you're not walking distance from the centre. It's a small, compact city, so it's easy to explore on foot. The ice bar is also well worth a visit, a lot of fun. Then our final port of call will be Zeebrugge. This is where you could head into Brussels for the day and see the wonderful highlights on offer there, or maybe head into Bruges. This is a really pretty place to visit. Stroll the canals, enjoy some chocolates, maybe a waffle while you're there as well, and take some fabulous photographs. Then from there, we're going to sail you back into Southampton, and those inside staterooms there from just £735 per person. If you'd like the prices for the children, then give us a call and we can quote you separately. And of course, we are including your $100 of onboard credit as well for you to spend on whatever you choose. All you've got to do is get yourself on the phone. It's 0800 655 6449. Well, we're going to move on to our next itinerary now, and this is a lovely set of destinations, and we're taking you on board the Independence of the Seas. So let's join John now and take a look around.
So this is the Royal Promenade. You've got everything here from a Ben & Jerry's, and you know we stay in that stateroom up there. You get free Ben & Jerry's ice cream all time long. And then we've got the cafe, we've got shops and entertainment. There's even a pie shop. So I'll pop in here, so if you get here and there's none, you know that's all the pies. So here we are, just arrived on board, and where are we? Well, it's the Law of the Sea, isn't it? Bit of rabbit food. Not too much. Oh, this looks lovely. There's so much choice, isn't there? So much choice. Oh, I'll have some of that. Oh, some tomato. Oh, onion. I love a bit of onion. Look at the hams and the cheeses. That's me done. If you really want to treat yourself while you're on holiday, why don't you pop into Chops Grill? The steak and seafood here are absolutely incredible, and you'll just love it. There's tables for families or couples. It's whatever you want, but I know one thing you will want. You want a really juicy steak, and you'll get one. When it comes to accommodation, there's lots to choose from. Now this is the Royal Suite, and I can't promise you that all rooms are going to be like this, with things like their own bar, their own, well, lounge area that's bigger than my lounge at home, bedroom through there with ensuite, of course, and a grand piano. Yeah, I just can't believe it. This is just fantastic.
John, do you know the piano's on my foot?
You hum it, I'll play it. Well, if you're staying in the Royal Suite and you're wondering, is there going to be enough space to hang all my clothes? Well, this is the walk-in wardrobe. I mean to say, there's enough for all my stuff here, and a couple of guests as well. When you've had a hard day at the water park and you're a bit hot and bothered, what's the best thing you can actually do? Well, how about coming to one of these, Sprinkles? The thing is, it's ice cream and you help yourself and it's free. Now that's dangerous. I'll be back in a while for more. Well, you've caught me. I'm in the solarium area, just relaxing and taking it in and checking the compass to find out what's to do on the ship. And there's so much to do. you know what? With so much to do, I think I'll just be busy doing nothing. But that's what cruise holidays are about. Your way, especially on the independence of the seas. Well, everybody's got the 15 minutes worth in them, haven't they? And this is your chance as well. It's the on-air studio. It's a karaoke lounge and it gets seen around the ship. My chance. Do you know, I'd love to have been a fly on the wall in the room when someone at Royal Caribbean International's HQ suggested they put an ice rink on a ship. Well, obviously that wouldn't work. Well, maybe it would. Now, the thing is, you can learn to skate here, or you can just sit back and watch the shows on ice. It's spectacular. So here we are on the Independence of the Seas. It is one of the biggest, funnest ships to sail out of the UK. Well, it's full. It has just over 3,500 people on board. But you know what? You wouldn't know that by the space around the decks. Do you know there's 22 different bars and places to mingle of an evening? It's like a floating holiday resort. Yes, there are hot tubs, there are swimming pools, there's the movies which you can see, there's jogging tracks, there's mini golf, there's the flow rider, there's the theatre. Need I say more? There is so much going on, and the food is incredible as well, from the Windjammer to the main restaurant, which is like a fine dining experience in itself. Do you know, when you think what's involved in a Royal Caribbean International holiday, and you look at the Independence of the Seas, it's a holiday you should really think about taking. I love it, and I think you will do too.
Thanks for that, John. Well, this is the Independence of the Seas on the Mediterranean highlights. On the 22nd of September, we've got lined up for you now this year for 14 nights. Departing from Southampton, and our first port of call will be Gibraltar. Now, this is the gateway to the Mediterranean there. The cheeky Barbary apes await you there as you can climb up the rock. You can actually go inside the rock as well. And do look for dolphins on the sailing. I was out dolphin spotting. Then we're on to Villafranche as our next port of call. Maybe walk down the promenade with a lavender ice cream there and enjoy some of the great sights that you can offer in that port of call. Head to Nice for the day. Civitavecchia is our next port of call. This week you can head to Rome and see the Colosseum, the Eternal City, Trevi Fountain, and some wonderful shopping opportunities. Isn't that right, Carly?
Oh, yes, definitely.
You do like that. Then we're on to Livorno as our next port of call. You can go to Florence there with its beautiful dome buildings, or you can also go to Pisa. Go and see the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Maybe try a pizza in Pisa. Then we're on to Toulon as our next port of call. Feast your eyes on the Mediterranean colours here, the smells and the tastes of Toulon's tempting market. You can go tour the lively shops as well. Then we're on to Barcelona is our next port of call here. You've got the architecture by Gaudi all around the city. La Rambla is the hot spot to head to there with some great street entertainment there. Then we're going to cruise you on to Lisbon. You'll cruise onto the April the 25th bridge. You'll see St George's Castle as well. There is a great aquarium here as well. That you can go and explore. Then we are going to cruise you on to Vigo. Will be our final port of call. Taste the fresh mussels and the oysters in the nearby villages. That'll be locally caught as well. It's great, that. Then we're going to cruise you back to Southampton. This is going on the 22nd of September this year. We've got 14 nights lined up for you. Your inside rooms from just £1,329 per person. Book it now and we'll give you $100 per stateroom on board credit. If you want to get on board, give us a call. 0800 655 6449.
If you have never done a Mediterranean cruise before, then you just have to snap up this wonderful deal. It's a great time of year to go. The intense heat has died down and you can visit all these wonderful sites when it's not too busy as well. Let's take a little sail back through those details. So we're going to start out by sailing you out of Southampton to our first port of call, Gibraltar, the duty-free port. I'd recommend a trip inside the rocks caves. They really are fascinating. And maybe a little trip around the botanical gardens as well. Then from there, we are off to Nice. This is Villefranche is the port, and you can soak up the glamour in Cannes, Nice, or Monte Carlo. You could even walk the F1 circuit. Keep your eyes peeled for Lewis Hamilton while you're there. Then we're off to Civitavecchia for Rome. This is where you can see so many of the amazing highlights the city's got to offer. Try and get to the Vatican early there to avoid queues, and maybe look out for a gladiator at the Colosseum. Then we're off to Livorno. From here you can visit the romantic capital of Italy, Florence, or maybe visit the Leaning Tower in Pisa. Then we're off to Toulon, head to the fascinating old quarter, or maybe take the fun tourist train around the town there, or try the cable car at Mount Faron. Then we're off to Barcelona. I'd recommend the hop on, hop off bus here. A great way to see all the highlights the city's got to offer. Then we're in to Lisbon, the Portuguese capital. There's a lovely medieval feel there. Lots going on, lots of lovely shopping opportunities
yes.
as well. And then our final port of call will be Vigo. Enjoy the lush country scenery. Maybe head to the Citadel El Castro there as well for a little wander around. And then we'll be sending you back into Southampton. And those fares there from £1,329 per person. And you've got your $100 of onboard spends per stateroom as well to spend on whatever you choose. Get yourself on the phone. It's 0800 655 6449. Well, we're going to move on to our next itinerary now, and this is the lovely Canary Islands back on board the Independence of the Seas. Now, the Independence of the Seas has actually been in for a revitalisation, hasn't she, Richard? And we're going to have a little look now at what you could be expecting in the brand new features.
Yeah, there's lots of new things being added as we speak at the moment, and there's great choice for all the family. There's the new water slides on board that you can go and explore. There's some great new dining options for you to enjoy. There's the old favourites as well that everybody loves. There's a fish and chip shop on board if you want to go and visit there for the day maybe. Look at that, there's a great sweet shop too. Here's the water slides, which are new for the Independence of the Seas. There's laser tagging as well, a trampoline park as well. You can't keep me and Carly out of there. When it launches, we'll be on there, trust me. And then you've got the flow rider as well, which you can always love and enjoy on board the new look Independence of the Seas. The picture you're seeing at the moment, this is what she looks like just before she went into a revitalisation programme. You have the promenade there where you can find places to go shopping, maybe have a bite to eat. You also get some great ice cream there as well. The duty-free shopping, I might add. And there's the team at the end of the promenade there, the friendly reception team that can help you with any queries you may have on your holiday. You can see here the different dining options. This is the buffet you're looking at here, which is open again throughout the day. Maybe you want to head here for breakfast, maybe have a spot of late lunch before you head into the main restaurant here for your evening meal, which spans over 3 decks there. Different menu every single evening of your cruise holiday, and there are some specialty dining options like Chops Grill where you can enjoy great steak. There's Johnny Rockets as well, which is a great burger bar on board too. This is out on top deck here. I think when we took these pictures it was a wet Wednesday in Southampton here, but hopefully when you're cruising around the Canaries you're going to get some great sunshine there on your adventure on board the Independence of the Seas. So we're off on the 6th of October this year now for 14 nights. We're going to be departing from Southampton. Our first port of call is Vigo. Now here you can go and visit the lively fish market. The Museum of Contemporary Art is well worth a visit as well when you're there. Maybe try some, do one of those tours, you have the mussel and the wine tour. Then we're on to Lisbon is our next port of call here. Do go and try the pastel de nata, which is the custard cake. You can pick them up for about €1 in the main street there. I've done it. It really are nice. Then we're on to Cadiz is our next port of call. You can visit the 14th century Moorish palace, or maybe head to Seville for the day and go and see what that has to offer as well. Then it's Lanzarote is our next port of call here. You can go surfing, go hang gliding, diving, or even snorkeling in that port of call. Well, look at the lagoon there too. Some great attractions. Gran Canaria is our next port of call here. You've got the beaches, the Canarian food here with its Spanish, Latin, American and African influence as well. It's great to try some of that. Then we're cruising you on to Tenerife as our next port of call. Some great shopping opportunities when you step off the ship here. Take the cable car to Mount Teide for some great views all around. Then we're cruising you on to La Palma is our next port of call here with its imposing fortress, fascinating museums and beautiful ornate churches that you can go and visit. You get some great photo opportunities when you're there. Then we're off to Madeira, to Funchal in Madeira, to go and try the Madeira wine and Madeira cake maybe. That's well worth doing, and the cable car at Monte is fun too, and you get some great sights. Then we're on to La Coruña is our next port of call here. Maybe visit the Tower of Hercules there. Then we are cruising you back to Southampton. Now look at all this, we've got 14 nights from this great price here of £1,499 per person, and we're also going to give you $100 per stateroom onboard credit. There's a number at the bottom of the screen. It's 0800 655 6449.
All I'm going to say to you is winter sunshine. Doesn't get much better than this. Let's take a little sail back through those details. So we're going to be sailing you out from Southampton, heading for our first port of call, Vigo. Sample some seafood in this delightful fishing port, or maybe try a little Segway tour for something a bit different. Then we're off to Lisbon. This way you can maybe head off the beaten track a little bit, go on a 4x4 adventure to some nearby villages. Then we're off to Cadiz. Now while you're in Cadiz, you could see there's plenty of parks. There's a 17th century castle, a wonderful cathedral, or you could head to nearby Seville for the day. Then from there we're off to Lanzarote. You can go to Fire Mountain here in the Timor Fire National Park and see moon-like volcanic views, beautiful.
Incredible.
Or maybe try a vineyard as well. Then we're off to Las Palmas in Gran Canaria. Spectacular beaches here, as well as lush fields with banana and pineapple plantations for you to visit. Then we're off to Tenerife, the largest of the Canary Islands, and the cruise port Santa Cruz has everything from classy bars and restaurants to a variety of shops and some interesting museums as well. Then we're off to La Palma, from the biggest island there to one of the smaller islands. Beautiful black sandy beaches and really picturesque as well. Then we're off to Madeira, one of my favourite places to visit. Head up the cable car there on Monte and try the toboggan ride back down.
Yeah.
Then our final port of call will be beautiful La Coruña. Can enjoy some seafood and perhaps some shopping before we sail you back to Southampton. Get yourself on this cruise by calling the number at the bottom of the screen. But it's now time for our quick picks.
Should we start off by getting away on board the Independence of the Seas on a Canaries adventure on the 8th of September this year for 14 nights. We're going to be departing from Southampton, visiting Vigo, Lisbon, then we're off to Cadiz. We could head to Seville for the day, Lanzarote, then we've got Gran Canaria, Tenerife, La Palma, Madeira, La Coruña, and then back to Southampton. £1,299 per person will secure your place on board the Independence of the Seas for a fantastic 14 nights on the 8th of September this year. If you want to get on board, give us a call, 0800 655 6449. We're going on board the Navigator of the Seas now on an Italian Mediterranean itinerary on the 16th of September this year for 14 nights. We're going to be departing from Southampton, visiting Gibraltar, Villafranca for Nice, Civitavecchia for Rome, Livorno, we go to Florence and Pisa, then we've got Genoa, Malaga, Lisbon, and then back to Southampton. £1,099 per person. What an incredible price this is for 14 nights on board the Navigator of the Seas, taking in the Italian Mediterranean. visioncruise.co.uk if you want to get on board. Then we're off on board the Navigator of the Seas once again to the Mediterranean beaches on the 2nd of September this year for 14 nights. This price here, this is for your ocean view stateroom of £1,469 per person. Departing from Southampton, we're off to some lovely ports of call. We've got Palma de Mallorca, where we're overnighting, Malaga, Cadiz, we can head to Seville, and many, many more. If you want to get on board, give us a call, 0800 655 6449.
Well, that's about all we've got time for on today's show, but we will be back here on the Cruise Show with some more incredible cruise holidays for you. But for now, from myself and from Richard, get yourself on the phone and on your next cruise. We'll see you next time.
See you soon. Bye for now. Some of these deals are really cool.
You've been watching a commercial presentation on behalf of Vision Cruise.